ZaStando. My son, we really didn't have to do this. And you know, I really don't like beating up on children and stuff, but you know, you really caused this on yourself. And you know what? You really brought this onto yourself. Not just because of the fact that you can't seem to leave me or Chaos alone. because of the fact that you just can't leave other people alone in general. Think highly of yourself when in actuality you're a shit person. So with that being said, I don't feel any regret for what I'm about to do here, because honestly, I gave you every opportunity to leave me alone. I mentioned you by fucking name. So since you want to keep on doing shit like that, alright, fine. Let's do it. I'm not gonna have any remorse for what I'm about to say next, and I'm not gonna have any remorse for making this video. I already know ZaStando's gonna reply to this video and watch it be nothing but either hips and razors, appeal to hypocrisy fallacy, aka kind of point at me, even though what I say, even though what I do doesn't really matter because it's about them. Not me, and so other stuff. Just watch it be about that. If he replies, I'm not replying back. I don't give a fuck. It's not even. Like what he can say is gonna have any sway on what I show compared to him. So yeah, with that being said, ZaStando, you're gonna get erased, and quite frankly, you brought this on yourself. So let's get into this shit. Oh boy, yeah, we're pretty much starting strong here. So let me just cut to the chase. ZaStando was a creepy ass motherfucker. I have never seen anyone more creepier than this dude. And like someone who's crossed the border of being a borderline pedophile. I've never seen anyone be on such a border as much as ZaStando, and you'll see what I mean later when I talk about this one situation. So it was either his server or Chat Nation's, I don't recall, but point being, some people were going around in his server talking to him about stuff like that. And one of the things that were brought up was regarding the fact that there was this one prepubescent looking female that someone posted in his server, right? Some prepubescent looking female who looks like an actual child, mind you, and all that stuff. So yeah, basically they posted this person who looks almost like a fucking child. And guess what? Corgi, I believe, was the one who asked, it was your Corgi or Fox, I don't remember, but basically someone asked ZaStando, would he smash this? And guess what this dude says? He says yes. Now, I'm sure we don't have to see the many problems with this, because, you know, look at this female. But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing with this. You know, I'm not going to call ZaStando a pedophile and all that stuff, because truth be told, if she's of age, then sure. Alright, but you know what it doesn't make it? You want to know what it doesn't negate? It doesn't negate the fact that he's a creeper. because here's the thing. He's saying that this is a lolly, but no, a lolly doesn't exist. A lolly is a purely art style. Here's the thing, this is an actual person, an actual being who looks like a fucking kid. Even if you want to make the claim that it's not illegal per se because she's of age, it doesn't make you any less of a creep. So you're basically insinuating that the fact that, oh, she may be of age, but hey, she still looks like a kid, you know, that's creepy. And, you know, there's a difference between lolly and, you know, actual person who looks like the best. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna call ZaStando a pedophile, and I don't think he truly is. However, what I do think is he's a creep regardless. It's extremely creepy for wanting to have sex with someone who looks like a kid. In real life. Like, if you want to beat your meat to lolicon porn and all that stuff, that's on you. You're not real, you're not hurting anyone, and plus, drawings don't have rights. But when you put this in a setting where there's an actual person, and not only that, but they look like an actual kid. When people start calling you pedophile, then they have every right to. I'm not saying that you are one. But when they call you out on one, don't be surprised because, you know, she looks like a kid, my dude. There's no way you can come out of this and not look like a creepy mofo in the end of the day. So, either way, you're still a creep even if you're not a pedophile, which I don't think you are, truth be told. And you using this as an excuse that she's a lolly. No, she's not a lolly. A lolly doesn't exist. She's just someone who happens to be, what, of age, or maybe, I'm not even sure if that's ever been confirmed, who looks like a kid. So either way, you're still a creep and borderline, you know, on the border for you know what, for doing that. So yeah, either way, you're a whole creep. And you can make the argument of, oh, like you said, like I mentioned beforehand, oh, she's of age and all that stuff. That doesn't make it less creepy. It just only means that you're not a pedophile, doesn't mean you're not a creep. And that people should be wary of you. I mean, I'd be definitely wary of you regardless if you're a pedophile or not. Messing with people who are not of age. Well, I shouldn't say not of age, but someone who looks like they're not of age. So yeah, with that being said, ZaStando, you're still a creepy mofo regardless. ZaStando is probably one of the most dishonest niggas I've ever seen in my life. And I can go on, but one of the more prime examples is the whole Imagine Breaker and ZaStando relationship. Let me elaborate on that. So there's this person called Imagine Breaker who always appears alongside ZaStando. Now, there's been these accusations that he's an alt, and I'm here to tell you that those are not accusations, those are actually true. And here's a prime example. For one thing, let's go over Imagine Breaker naming himself after Tyler's government name, Tyrene or Tyler Miller, basically. Now, here's the thing. Why would your friend name himself after your government name? And not only that, but let's bring over the fact that Imagine Breaker not only argues like ZaStando, but also argues the same thing as him. Happens to have the same type of knowledge as he doesn't. Other stuff like that. So, and here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. ZaStando actively denies that he is Imagine Breaker. Even though it's clear as day to everyone that he is. And all that stuff like that. And, you know, there's a lot of other dishonest things that ZaStando has done as well, such as how he's gonna talk about how one time he didn't want to debate me, but yet, and all this stuff, but yet he goes around bothering Growlic and all that stuff. Same time. So clearly, no, it has nothing to do with you being tired or something like that. No, you clearly have all the time in the world to bother other people, so clearly you're being dishonest. But the biggest dishonesty, and I'll link this in the description because this is way too long, and honestly, this could be a video within itself, honestly. But and the biggest display of dishonesty was this one time on Google Plus, where, I mean not Google Plus, but you know, Versus Battle Wikis, where ZaStando basically got banned off of Versus Battle Wikis, right? He was on a beef with his people called Chat Nation, basically. I think I mentioned them in this video before, actually. But Chat Nation, basically. He got into a beef with them and all that stuff, and he got banned off the wiki for doing stupid shit like usual, you know, ZaStando type shit. But here's the thing, when you contacted Emphysema, whatever, Anthebisma, whatever, basically when you try to contact him and all that stuff, here's what he did. He actively bothered and consistently made threads and stuff and all that. Not only consistently attacking Chat Nation and various members of them, and all that stuff, but also just actively downplaying his actions, lying upon others, and all that stuff. You know, ZaStando actively was dishonest during the whole thing, and not only that, but he was completely immature about that. Like I said, I can't show the whole thing, but I will show some instances of that. Overall, ZaStando handled it poorly, and not only that, but he just shows that he's completely dishonest about how he views himself and also other people, trying to downplay his own actions and also try to upplay others' actions at the same time. yeah, overall, he's a very dishonest person, and honestly, he is a Imagine Brick. At this point, nobody like believes him that he's not, honestly. And it's pretty common sense, honestly, when you see how they both argue in both their rhetorics. So overall, ZaStando is a dishonest cuck, and I cannot believe that people, well, nobody takes him serious, honestly. I've never seen anyone come up to me and tell me unironically that ZaStando is someone I should be worried about. And given the fact that I bullied them so many times, I wouldn't worry about him anyway. He's a hero. Yeah, overall, ZaStando is honestly, really, I wouldn't take anything he says serious, just with a grain of salt at best. This is the post-editing section. So one thing I didn't mention was the fact that ZaStando actually lies about the base that he said. So he says he's talked with Splash, he's debated Cyber, he's talked with Jazz and all that stuff. Here's the thing for that. You know what's funny? One of the things is I asked Cyber himself, did ZaStando ever beat you? And here's what Cyber said. He said no. So ZaStando's also a liar in the fact that he claims that he has dubs, or at least has been able to stand up against some of these strong debaters, but yet people like Pro Growlic, Typod, Awesome Time, all of them have bodied him. they all can vouch for it. And additionally, I'm not even going to bench myself because I've already made it clear. Anyone who knows Gold Plus knows I body ZaStando. That's not relevant. Point is, ZaStando is inflating himself, and he doesn't even have evidence to suggest it. All my debates I'll talk about, it's either been vouched or they're on YouTube. ZaStando has none of that and all that stuff. And the fact that Cypher himself says no is already indicated that ZaStando is probably lying about all these things that he's talking about. So I'm just add that in as well. That's all. So finally move on to the last part of this video. So there was this one time where ZaStando came onto my Wikio trying to start some drama and all that stuff and all that. So like there was this one video I made called Creator Looney versus Interjack and all that stuff, and I made up like a blog on like on Creator Looney's power and all that stuff. And you know what's funny? Basically ZaStando came onto the wiki and all that stuff. Basically in response to that video on it. So basically he had no desire to be productive or anything or make no pages whatsoever. So he basically just came onto the wiki for something that was outside the wiki and all that stuff. And not only that, but like also he already caused trouble on other wikis. So what I just did was I basically banned him, because not only did he already cause trouble on other wikis and all that stuff, inviting him would have no purpose being there because he would just cause trouble. But you know what's funny? Basically, via his ult and also himself, basically, he decided to retaliate against me by making some sort of aggressive gesture by making this copy pasta worthy thing. Just reading this is so fucking hilarious, but, yeah, basically, ZaStando basically made this whole thing, against me and all that stuff, you know. And also within the thing is he also basically told me to kill myself, such as things told me to jump off a cliff and all that stuff. You can see it right here because you can read it right yourself. But yeah, he basically told me to jump off a cliff, burn in hell, and all that stuff. And mind you, he did this all just because of the fact I banned him off of the wiki and all that stuff. And this is the thing. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter whether you think I was justified in doing that act or not, because me banning him is not justification for him to basically make death threats against me and also basically insult me like that. And if anything, what he just did is he made himself lower than me, and he made himself look like the lesser person. I mean, he is regardless. I'm conceptually above him no matter what, but it doesn't matter though. He made himself look like the lesser person and how he handled it. And he basically reaffirmed one of my friend's points was that he's aggressive, and that's one of the reasons why he got banned off of Versus Battle Wiki, because he makes jabs and all that shit. But yeah, basically ZaStando was aggressive and all that stuff. And he makes death threats against others. And mind you, he's a hypocrite because he tried to say Chaos has made death threats against others, but mind you, given with ZaStando has done himself, I wouldn't say making death threats against ZaStando was right per se.
Shut up, bitch!
But I wouldn't blame him, because ZaStando himself is a fucked up person.
Shut up, bitch!
He deserves what he gets, you know? So yeah, overall, ZaStando's a pretty aggressive person, overall. And, you know, he also gave me this good-ass copy pasta. Oh my god, I'm sorry, this is actually fucking hilarious to read. Oh my god, this is fucking good. Okay, hey, I'm getting sidetracked. Let me move on to another thing.